place to call home. Lug Stitch's crew hold a common thread, a misfit bunch where memories tread. They're guardians, so strong and true, protecting the crew as they journey through. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Way weavers weave a tapestry grand, unraveling mysteries hand in hand, sailing the waves beyond the stars they soar, forever seeking more and more. Explorers at heart with whimsy and glee, the Wanderpus crew set their spirits free, in pursuit of good with chaos untamed, to find a new place to make their names. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky.
Hello everyone, today we are playing Let's Go. Oh god, my character's eye is like derpy. What am I looking at? What's down there? But we are playing Let's Go. It is, the whole crew is going to Dyad. It is their celebration, basically their 4th of July, but Dyad used to be 2 cities, and it's slowly grown into just the one city over like hundreds of years. And that's how Dyad got to where it is, and why it has an East and a West King. And this is the unification celebration. Now, Reedi suspects tensions are high right now. Like we saw it with Crom and Dyad yesterday. Reedi thinks there's every chance that a war might break out between the east side of Dyad and Consonant due to the flamingo situation. Crom got shot. Kind of had it coming though. And so
Captain
that is
laughed.
where we are, right? He fell right into the water. But so we are starting at the meeting between Sal, Reedi, and Elizabeth. Well, the Wander crew, mainly Officer Ceylon, Vatna, Officer Catori, and Seth, are each just kind of like not keeping guard, but making sure nothing like goes terrible. That is where we are. The rest of you, Reedi has asked you keep an eye on the crowds. It's a little rambunctious out there, and he's really worried that like the lightest spark might set the tensions off while they're in their negotiations. All right, and now I'm going to introduce the players. All right, so we have Twy playing Ceylon.
Oh, hello.
We have Kiera playing Catori and Elizabeth.
Hi.
We have Lurid playing Vatna.
Hello.
We have Seth playing Seth.
Hi.
And we got Cole playing, not voice, Cole playing Sal.
Greetings.
All right, so like I was saying, the fireworks are going on outside. You guys have been like at a decent, but maybe a little bit too fancy dinner. Like you guys had food, but especially you, Vatna, there was not enough on the plate at all. Like you guys had a taste.
I'm trying to take some from Sal's plate. He's got a bigger plate.
He probably, but proportionally, it's still just as small. I think everybody's a little upset about that, including Reedi.
Mm-hmm.
And Reedi's just like, all right, after that delicious dinner, I think we should get to the point here. Tensions are high between Continent and East Dyad. And I just want to get this all squared away. What can we do, Sal, that would calm you down, to reassure you that the flamingos mean no harm?
I'm not sure. The flamingos got their claws in so many parts of the world now.
But they're not a threat to you. I assure you that Elizabeth has said that they just wanted to like make a little home for themselves, set up in Consonant, and yes, like Bobbitt's moving into Dyad, not Dyad. Bobbitt's moving back to the Silver Thimble, and he's got a political career going there. But I'm sure they don't mean any harm.
As well, it's more or less me I'm not worried about. It's you.
I'm thank you for your concern. I'm doing quite well. The flamingo Elizabeth here and her scientists have begun like constructing a tracker. Then I will be able to find my wife soon. Like I will bring Stabs and I will introduce you to her, and I'm sure you will love her.
Anything for one of my oldest and dearest friends, Reedi. I would do anything for you.
And he points at Elizabeth. We go way back. We go back before this world was this world. So, I mean, you can trust her.
All the way back. It's been so long. Oh, my dear.
What?
It's been a while. Well, of course, the Wander crew all are aware.
Just eyeing Catori strangely.
Oh, she's talking as Elizabeth right now.
Sorry, yes, no,
Apologies.
not Catori, Elizabeth.
So, Reedi's just like, now, Sal, I've noticed an uptick in the number of your men, even approaching into Western Dyad as of late. Like, I've seen a lot of your Linkertons on every corner, up and down my streets.
Oh,
Is there something I should know about?
There's no need to be concerned with that. They're simply trying to keep you and your streets safe. As much as Elizabeth's words are calming to you, I'm rather selfish, and I like to protect anything I deem worthy myself.
I mean, okay. I understand. I appreciate that you think my streets are worth protecting. I do. But Elizabeth says that you don't need all of those guns.
I'm sure she does.
And I truly mean it. King Reedi, you know I have your best interests close to my heart. Honestly, I put you even before myself. If you need anything, I'm always there. You're safe with me.
I think in this moment, you guys all, including the crew outside, anybody that it has any level of like magical inclination at all, and this hits Catori and Vatna incredibly hard. Sal is getting angry. like, and the world is moving around it. Like, you can, he's giving off pulsing with anger, and almost like he has a gravity. That's how massive he feels right now.
So,
But
like,
both, oh, go ahead.
Scoot a few inches away from him. Since I'm
Yeah,
sitting right
Catori's
next to him.
kind of, yeah, like wide-eyed staring at Vatna like,
Just like scooting closer to Ceylon.
Yeah, maybe like pulling a little on Seth's chair. It's like, scooch, 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 scooch.
Shoving Ceylon a little bit just to get those few extra inches of distance.
Ceylon's licking her plate still. It's just a little finger, like any last morsel that's possibly there. But can Ceylon notice the pool and offer to Sal doesn't like magic though, right? No. Okay, never
Oh,
mind.
Sala hates
Yeah.
magic.
So like even if I offer like, hey, let's like tone the mood down with some like mood enhancers. No. It just
Tensions seem really taut right now.
Or like
I think
Catori could maybe suggest that Ceylon sing and perform for everyone to like simmer everybody down.
Can we get
because-
some drinks to go along with that?
Yeah, like
I think it'll fall on like deaf ears.
maybe.
Worth a shot, but it just like
Simmer down now.
seems like tensions are a little high right now, but perhaps if we all take a big deep breath and just hum a little together, just come right back to the center, and that way, and I know with your great leadership, we can push forward on something we all want and would like.
Yeah, you know what? Would Ceylon and Seth both give me a 20 cider?
God, that scared me.
Right, so 18 and a 10. All right. So Seth, you pick up on the vibes are off in here. Something is like, it feels almost like a feedback loop. Like the angrier Seth is, not the angrier Seth, the angrier that Sal is getting, it's making him angrier. Like there's some kind of amplification going on.
Does it feel like it's focused on him, or is that like that amplification coming from somewhere else in the room or outside of the room, or can I tell?
I'm going to need one more roll to identify if you want to identify exactly where it is. That's a 12 cider.
Sorry about that. Hand kind of shook.
All right. So at 12, you see that all of your glasses are crystalline in a pale yellow, I'm going to say, that maybe you've noticed for the first time. And they, you know, when you like rub your finger around the rim of a glass and it makes that tone? You know that if you did that, what's that?
Glass harp?
Oh, yeah, but I'm just talking just the one itself, like the one glass. When people like set up a dozen of those. But yeah, exactly that. Like, these have a frequency, and I think you guys will, like, at least the mysticians will have studied it a little bit before. This is made of dream crystals. Your silverware are made of dream crystals. Or your flatware.
So we definitely shouldn't be eating the flat.
I mean, I just immediately dropped my fork.
So yeah, you guys know that Reedi is not. Reedi and Sal and all of you are going to get angrier and angrier or more emotional the longer you're around this stuff. But as long as you know about it, you can keep it in check.
Can I try to like resonate with it to see if I can break it?
Absolutely.
I'm a roll. Is that?
Yeah, go for it.
It's gonna be so bad. Oh, okay, thank you.
So, it's a success. So it's not perfect. Do you break all of the glasses?
The card played was not to break anything.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't realize that.
Did you
don't
actually
have
want to? Did you want to break the glasses, or did you want to break the chain of sound? Like, I guess I was confused about what you were trying to do.
I was just gonna crack it to see if I could match
Oh.
its like frequency kind of thing to try to understand it.
I am cool with it. It feels like what Ceylon would do. So, it's up to you if you want to like keep the bounty up or you want to break it. I'm completely up to you.
Do whatever
But, like,
sounds more fun.
It sounds fun if we break things, honestly. I mean,
so
in this
sorry.
situation, it's only because when you said it, I was like, oh, that sounds fun, and then I was reminded you had no break. But
I mean,
Break
we
it.
gotta crack it.
Let's-
That's just a little.
It's a dinner party. Let's break shit.
I think
Or in
I
Smash,
think
like-
the glasses break, and you hear each one like not shatter, but like get a crack in it all the way around, and the tone of the room changes. You guys ever know when like you have a electronic plugged in that has like a high pitched frequency,
Ugh.
and like you're aware of it, but you're not. You kind of put it in the back of your head, but then you go and you finally unplug it, and you realize that you've been putting up with that sound for months. That's how this room feels.
Oh, that's better.
I have.
Oh, sir.
Now, are we just? The purposes of this meeting is to come to an accord. Am I correct?
Oh, go ahead.
What does each party want?
Reedi's just like, well, Sal here wants all the flamingos out of Dyad, and I think that's based on a prejudice. And also, again, your prejudice against magic. And Elizabeth here just wants to be my advisor.
And I keep telling you, Reedy, you don't know what you're getting into.
I've known her a lot longer than you have.
And his
That
best
means-
interests has always been my best interest. I'm always for you, Reedy.
The type of words she speaks twists in your mind.
Does she offer anything other than the location of your dear Sabbatha, which I very much like myself? She is wonderful.
Oh, when I was new here and Sal wanted to take my crown, I had nobody. The Wander crew came and helped me out. And then with you all, you returned to me my old friend and real estate agent, Bobbert. And of course, his extended family. And they have really seen me through getting adjusted to this new world. They've made me connections. They've made me trade. Consonant is a great boon to Dyad. And
Sal's gonna like slam his fists on the table.
Oh,
You don't understand. They're a menace. They're only taking advantage of you. This isn't gonna work. And Sal's gonna just step back, throw his chair down, and just walk out of the room.
well. Aw, I hope
Oh,
he took his
dear.
gift bag.
Well, that didn't go well at all, did it, Reedy?
It
Shame.
most certainly did not. I don't know what I would have done if these four weren't here to make sure he didn't get a little bit rowdy.
Yes, we are so thankful.
And Reedy's just like, I think I'm going to retire. Everyone, please enjoy the rest of the festivities. I'm sure there's much to see around town.
Would you like me to escort you back, my king?
He's like, what people think, of course.
It's
yeah.
amenable. We would also like to walk and talk.
I think we might. At least I believe we might want to check on Sal. I've got a super bad feeling. Where did that plateware come from anyway?
Who is providing the cutlery of this evening?
I think I think like the people walking around. It's a mix of lizards and flamingos, both like taking away all the plates and stuff, and it's just like, oh, I don't know. It all came in a couple weeks ago.
I don't like it. It has the scent of lemons about it.
That's not the first time that we've heard that.
It has the feeling of hymnal to it.
I just, oh, you follow the resonance. One of the waiters says, and like puts their like glass cube in their hand, and then just like and then just walks away.
I grit my teeth and try so hard not to bite my tongue off.
Catori stops one of the wait staff as they're walking away, and she said, by chance, did King Reedi mention, like, dessert? I know that they left early, but, I was just wondering if there was another course. I don't want to be rude and not take part in his hospitality. Also,
oh, no. Those were all... That was... If you're looking for a good place to eat, there's a really nice diner down on 4th and 7th. I don't know why we named it... We numbered the cities this way. The streets this way.
Oh, okay. What is that restaurant called?
Oh, it's Swampfoot. The Swampfoot Diner.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Yeah.
I just pocket one of the dinner knives.
Absolutely.
It's nice.
Yeah, I think for sure. And it's definitely... I think you could probably figure it out if you even if you want to do a cursory study right now. Like, I don't think it's even like necessary to make a roll. It is very, very, very lightly dusted with like dream crystals.
Okay, again, why? First the pages in the book that was being distributed on the ship that nearly sank. And now this. I think that, quote, publishing company is under watch. Needs to be under watch.
Are there any like makes, like at the bottom of the plates? Are there any stamps of manufacturer?
Oh, absolutely. It's Aldrin's mark.
Alders?
Yeah, Alders. It's Alders' mark. Yeah. Same as all those weapons and stuff. It's just Alder.
Oh. Oh, dang, it's not Fiestaware.
Nope. Not Pyrex.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It can't be. I'm sorry. I was confusing which side is on which side. And no, I don't think it has a maker's mark. Maybe consonant, if anything. But you guys could figure out it's from consonant yourselves.
I'm gonna kind of whisper to Vatna, do you mind if I look at that with you later?
Certainly. Come to the lab.
Alright. So like this, everybody is like left here. You guys can like go out into the city. If Catori, do you want to go to that diner?
No. No, I'm good.
You don't want to go to Swampfoot?
No,
I made it and everything.
Oh. Well, now I feel like
I have an idea.
I have to.
What if we invite Sal to go to Swampfoot?
Sal stormed out. Like, Sal is beyond your reach right now.
Oh, we couldn't. Okay. If we can't get to him, maybe that is an okay place to start. Kind of see what the feel is around the city.
Oh yeah, that's what. Like the second you guys leave, that's like an important part, specifically for you four. Like the weirdness that each one, like what makes your characters special. Something's feeling off. Vatna and Catori both, while you like, Sal was becoming almost like an anomaly in front of you. Like you saw it happening. Like the angrier he got.
And it was like resonating off the wine glasses is what was happening.
It felt like that could be a one of the things that was setting it off. Seth and Ceylon, you two were really less like aware of just the vibes being off. And then when Ceylon did manage to crack the glasses, how did that look, by the way? Because you succeeded and nobody called it out. So I think you managed to do it either silently or in such a way that nobody.
Yeah, I was thinking like kind of tapping more into the humming of the bees, which I did want to talk to Seth about that. And so as Seth and Vatna are grabbing kind of putting putting silverware,
Steal the
so to
cutlery.
speak, cutlery, yeah, away and being like, like it just tapping into the no, it's like say Seth, like while we've got you here, I have a bit of a musical theology question, if you don't mind.
Shoot.
Yeah, so I've been humming to the echo of the last time I heard your bees, and I kind of tapped into that here. And but I've noticed that the vocal variance, it makes it seem like each bee kind of buzzes to their own tune, yet under the direction.
It's like everybody speaking the same language but using their own words or dialect.
Or their own dialect, yes. I do love it. And but in that analogy then, who is the director?
It depends on which hive you're in.
Each hive. Interesting.
And there are some like wild bumblebees that are on their own, solo acts.
And how do they buzz then? Who do they buzz? For whom do they buzz?
Themselves. You don't always need something greater than yourself to enjoy your life.
Oh, well, I could use a little of that too. That's fascinating. Well, yes, when y'all study, do call.
I'll make sure to buzz you.
Indeed.
Okay. So I think this is like you guys like just walk out into the street and you do see the streets are still pretty packed, very much like 4th of July, crowds returning home after the fireworks situation. Like the smell of fireworks is in the air, like the positive feelings are in the air. Can I get all four of you to roll a 20-sider for me?
Remind me, what is the celebration that's going on?
It is the celebration of the unity between East Dyad and West Dyad to become one city.
Uh-huh. And Sal and Elizabeth are on like opposite sides of that.
Reedi is the king of the western side of Dyad, and Sal is the king of the eastern side.
Okay.
Elizabeth has gotten close to Reedi by promising him that she will help him find Sabbatha. She will help him like make sense of this new world. And because of that, it has gotten weird. And Elizabeth has brought flamingos into the city, and they sell dream crystals. We all know that they sell dream crystals. It's kind of like a drug that makes your dreams come true. But you can have a bad trip. But what if your bad trip could come out of your brain and kill things?
Like a sea devil.
like a sea devil. All right, so Catori, you rolled a 19. I guess got moved to a 20. So you're the one that's gonna like see it first. But because this will like work for all of you, Catori, something about this doesn't feel right. Like everybody's celebrating. You know what genuine joy feels like. But some of these people, it doesn't. The whole city's vibes feel off. Like they're cheering and celebrating, but they don't feel happy. Like it's almost like they're putting on a show. And you can see on every street corner, you see, like, where are we? Is it here? Yeah, you see just flamingos and some of the like salesmen Linkertons like standing across the street from each other with like their hands in their pockets, and you can tell like they have multiple of them have weapons.
So I just turn to everybody around me and I'm like, guys, vibes are off. The vibes. They're bad. They're bad. Not good.
And I think you guys can each like figure that out. How can you tell this? Like how is this represented to each of you?
If you're in a good, happy mood, you don't walk around carrying Tommy guns around the city.
Right?
I mean, some places might, but
I get some crowd control might be needed if there's a riot or something, but that's excessive.
and I'm not gonna lie, which group are the police and which group would be the crowd? Who's actually leading down here?
Well, didn't Sale say that he's put all these police officers on each corner?
Yep, the Linkertons are Sal's like police force. They are the authority. They are all very well armed. They all have like a uniform, which is, just 1930s Boardwalk Empire detective uniform because that's really good. But lizards. I think because I did see the anomaly card, the greater anomaly, you guys turn another corner and it ripples. Everything around you just like you feel it. Like all four of you feel the anomaly happen. And like you super queasy and you look up and it's just like that diner is a different diner now.
This is not good.
So it's not Swampy Shoes anymore? Swamp Feet?
It's not Swamp Foot. No.
Swamp Foot. Singular. What is it now?
Muddy boots.
What is the best name for a diner?
The best diner?
The best diner, yes.
Yeah,
Corner
it's
diner.
just called
Ooh, Waffle House.
Diner on Main.
So yeah, there it is, and it smells amazing. It smells Ceylon, what food do you want right now? Like you just had like a very long, very tense political dinner that you had to sit through that were giving you literally 3 peas to a plate. What does this diner smell like? That is the perfect thing.
It smells like grubs and schnacks just sprinkled on top. A little fried.
Absolutely. So yeah, and Vatna, what does it smell like to you? That is the perfect thing, the exact food that you want right now.
Chicken tenders.
It's just chicken tenders, just the perfect chicken tenders, so greasy. And Seth,
Fresh fried cod and fish and chips.
But this wasn't like this before. Or am I just
Yeah,
seeing
I,
things
I
again?
thought they said that this place was supposed to be called Swampfoot.
Maybe
Did we
that's.
go the wrong direction?
I'm gonna look at the sign and make sure we are at third and
Can I ask a
seventh.
random local? Has this diner always been here?
Yeah, it's the best diner in town.
Did they just do a rebranding?
He's like, no, it's always been here. Like, you see him think about it for a second, but like, no, he's like, no. This, yeah. It was
Oh, well, thank you for the recommendation. I'm gonna go inside and get some chicken dinners.
Did you know that the last place that we went to, that Hellstraat, it was a knockoff? I feel like hopefully this is way better than that one.
No, but it makes sense now.
The audacity of it, truly.
Honestly.
I'll say that my particular performance during there, like when we went, not very pleased with it, but yeah, that's just. Anyways, looking forward to a better meal than that.
The host didn't like me.
No, they did not.
I don't know how anybody wouldn't like you. You are absolutely adorable, and I do not mean that in a derogatory way.
An inspiration, truly. A muse.
Have I shown you my fish, Maestra? I just got them.
Oh, she
You know,
won't eat them fish.
So like, if you guys sit down in a booth, like a frog person that looks, and I couldn't remember which token it was, but this is the same person that had the sandwich shop during the episode we met Reedi this season. But now they run this diner.
As I
Oh.
sit down, I just start like picking at the corner of table, looking for those loose threads that might be fraying off the edges.
I mean, this place feels off. It's like you are here.
It's like lint from someone else's dryer. I can't. It's just very strange and uncomfortable.
Have you ever experienced lint from other people's dryers before?
We have communal laundry.
What?
And so the waitress walks up to you, or waiter. They walk up to you. The owner walks up to you, and she's like, "What can I get you?" And like, you guys each have menus in front of you.
I don't look at it. Chicken tenders. Please. Please. I just want some chicken tenders.
And they're like, okay. Yeah, we're looking for a tender basket, tender trio. We're looking for Parmesan crusted tender, spicy buffalo tenders, classic chicken tenders, the tender wrap, the tender sub, crispy chicken tender salad, buffalo chicken tender salad.
Please, no salad, please.
Yes, basket and the rest to go.
Absolutely. And looks over at Catori. What can I do for you, darling?
Is that mashed potatoes with gravy and roast chicken I smell?
Absolutely is.
I'd like that, please.
And check. How about you in the back?
I want to look at the menus. Do they all look the same?
No. Yours is from the catch of the day. Fish and chips, classic fish and chips, beer battered fish and chips, panko crusted fish, Cajun seasoned fish, Baja fish tacos, spicy chipotle fish tacos, seafood feast platter, fish mince platter, fish burgers and sandwiches.
I think I'll start with a glass of water and I'll think about it a little bit.
All right. Cheap date. And how about you there?
I'd like a big platter, like a honkin' platter of your best grubs. But I do have a question. Are they locally sourced or?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We go. Well, if you're looking for the seafood grubbo, it's our spicy Cajun version. We actually get the right from the river.
I'm thinking a little more fried.
Oh, absolutely. We can get you the slug po' boy,
Okay,
fried
okay.
slugs.
And do you have the information of where they were harvested?
Oh yeah, right there. I mean, in the back, I'm sure.
It's like a QR code. Get all the information. Yeah, so I'll
Just
have
get
that.
'em.
I brought my own snacks.
We get it from Market Square.
Kriegs at Market Square?
Market. There is a Kriegs at Market Square, but Market Square is just a place.
Market Square.
Kriegs are a direct competitor. We would prefer you know.
Oh.
I am going to pinch Ceylon on her tricep.
Oh.
Am I dreaming right now?
How do you feel?
How did that feel?
I felt like any other time. Think.
I'm gonna look at Ceylon's menu.
I will say I've been beginning to worry that I might have what they call teacher chops now. Spent so much time just kind of focusing on others and not spinning my wheels, so to speak. But so I'm gonna have to rely more on you to notice, like difference and change. And yeah, that's maybe the teacher needs more time with the muse.
Then pinch me. I think I'm dreaming.
Oh,
Is it not time for a double date? Or a date?
no. It's like
The-
mentor teacher kind of, but it's just like, well, all right.
The food just immediately comes like she comes right on back with it. Like they put it down funny, like eat up. Here's your water.
What's it
Thank
look
you.
like outside the window?
This place looks outside looks like outside.
Is it the same as the place we came in
Yes,
from?
it's
Okay.
the same. I'm trying to think of if anything is going on out there right now.
Like, are the flamingos and the Tinkermans getting a little too close to each other?
Oh, there's very much that. The tension outside is still very much there. Catori, this is an amazing roast chicken and mashed potatoes, by the way.
Oh, I'm glad that something is. Yay. She's just shoveling it down, honestly, not saying anything. She's just eating.
Oh no, depressed Catori.
Comfort foods, just like, honestly, just she's got the plate up to her face and she's just like,
I want to take my glass, and we already talked about this, but I'm going to do it to this glass too. I'm going to do that the finger around the top of the glass and just kind of listen, see if it feels weird.
I don't think it particularly feels weird. But you can roll me a 20 sider. Let me see what kind of information I can give you for it. Natural 20. You're in somebody else's dream. You're in
Oh.
somebody else's dream come true right now. You are in the sandwich shop owner. They were dreaming to be that they own like a successful diner, kind of like Krieg's at Market Square. And that served whatever anyone wanted.
That is such a wholesome dream. I'm gonna kind of bring everybody around and try to be quiet about this. I think you guys might have already figured this out before me, but we are in somebody's dream. And I
Is
think
Rupert
it's the
here?
Earth.
I have seen
No,
this
Rupert's not
before.
going to be here. No.
I have seen this.
I don't think this
before.
person's met Rupert.
It happened when Bobbert suddenly appeared. I want to pick up one of the chicken tenders, and like I once did one of the lemons, I want to try and see if it crushes into ash.
I think that this chicken tender is a chicken tender.
So my hands just get messy.
Uh,
Dreaming, you say? Well, aren't dreams a reality here?
it feels like a safer dream than it could be, but with the
Yes, I once
tensions
had to fight the sea
outside,
devil in a dream.
if this same kind of effect happens with the others outside, it could get really bad.
If everyone's dreams come true, then wow, that could be bad. The flamingos have got to go.
But the flamingos have got to go. That's she's like, that's some of my best customers. And she like points over to a booth that's just full of like 8 flamingos all eating shrimp cocktail.
He meant go to the bathroom after eating so much food. Can't talk that loud.
Not even sure if they are here or outside.
Hey, Catori, can you roll me a 20-setter?
Sure thing. Let's see here. Yeah.
Ooh, a 5. So Catori, you feel a tugging at your bells. Like you start to feel like there's a string pulling on them lightly. Like
Well, that's
around
weird.
your horns. And
But I
like,
would naturally know what that meant, right?
yeah, that something is up. Like something, and it's just like you feel. You can feel is the wrong word. I think you guys start to hear a tear coming right behind you, as though like the world is breaking, as though a little bit of fabric of reality situation is getting ripped apart.
I just hold my hands up. It's not me.
Where did that token go? As oh shit! You know what this is? Ceylon. It's right there in front of you. Like it's just quite literally the void.
What?
And it's just like you guys can see almost like a tear in reality. And it's just there.
It's not
And
coming from my mashed potatoes, is it?
It is not coming from your mashed potatoes. Your mashed potatoes,
Okay.
they taste good. Great
I'm
mashed
eating 'em.
potatoes. Dream come true.
As long as there's nothing weird with them. I mean, I'm eating them anyway. I don't care.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Here we go. I got a token for it now.
What? I don't know how.
And it's just like it's terrifying.
Indeed.
And it is like debilitating. The fact that it exists and it's just nothing. It's looking into nothing. And you guys can start to see like color peeling off into it.
In the like lore of bird siren and like vibes and song, like Ceylon's goal is to keep the void back, and from like others being like seduced by the void, like through song and through like the present and the now kind of situation. So I think Ceylon's gonna try to like kind of like shock everybody with like in general, like vocally with a bunch of crystals like on her. I think she's gonna hold her like larger amulet kind of rock on her big necklace and try to like vibe real hard for each other to like stay in the present, stay in the now, like ring true, and like together like maybe won't be as sucked like the gravity of the void.
Absolutely, yeah. That sounds great. Give me a 20-sided for that. 16, yeah. For sure. Like you are holding it back. Like this, you are as you are doing it, you are feeling that this is your nightmare. Like it's like it with the success, the void is here, but like your full success, the fact that it's not a tough choice, you know that it is the dream crystal stuff. You've already heard about nightmares coming true. This is happening.
We all see this, right?
All of you see it. But the fact that Ceylon managed to overcome it makes it so you guys can just deal with it as a problem now instead of like being terrified of it.
Can only do it together. Like once I'm like for Ceylon, can't be alone, can't be learned that through like the Hellstraunt and like greatest fear, and like just like we're here together, and like the like song is like the Wonderpus theme song kind of thing, and it just like we have to stick together, have to be together for each other, and it just like remember that and like that's the kind of like energy people have to like send out to keep being successful, otherwise like yeah, no, I'm gonna succumb.
Well,
It's
Vatna,
very nightmarish. Oh my god.
The opposite of fear is laughter. I'm pretty sure that's
Community,
how that goes.
absolutely. Yeah.
Vatna first sees this, and his first thought, as he pulls out a needle and a spool of his silk, is that a rift?
Oh my god. I mean, oh my beezus. I haven't seen one of those in like can't even count that high. But that's probably a good idea to sew that up. I actually still have my it was mentioned earlier, and I do still have my sewing stuff too. But I don't have any of your silk.
Oh, from Instructor Marcus?
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
Katori's still just
He's at the
eating.
diving
She's
bell
not even
right
gonna
now.
stand up.
Oh.
No, she's eating. Especially now. They've had that conversation. She's shoveling the mashed potatoes down harder.
I was told I was supposed to go to him for a mask, but let's get this sewed up first.
I don't know if you
What?
should touch it. Oh my god.
Oh, we can't just
I would try
leave
to
it
sing
there.
harder
Waiter,
and harder.
does this happen often?
Oh, she is out of there.
I do regret not getting any
Waiter? Okay.
food. Why don't you stand on one side, I stand on the other, and we throw the thread to each other? That sounds safe to me.
I'm gonna hold each like both of your hands, so like y'all are gonna have to do it one-handed each. Cause
I
like I'm not
I
losing y'all.
I actually have Thorn, which is a 0 AP ability. Would it be possible to attach the needle to a thorn and throw it at Vatna?
Yeah, if you want to, that's fine.
Yeah, let's sew it up that way.
Oh, you're still gonna make the roll, and if you roll a
Oh.
1, you're hitting him right in the eye. But
Can I choose the eye?
What?
probably. All right,
Oh.
that's a 3. You don't get to choose the eye.
Vatna, here's your plan. What?
It's just jabbed in his forehead. No, Vatna, you can roll 2, and if like we'll take the higher, unless you just don't want to.
Try it.
All right.
9 is
Tough
technically better.
Yeah. Tough choice is better than failure. All right, so. All right, Catori, you see that they are trying to close an anomaly. What are they doing wrong?
Oh, well, first, honestly, putting the thread in someone's eye is not exactly textbook.
I did fail that
But
class.
I don't know, like I get to just say what they're doing right. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want right now. It's like they don't remember being taught the way that Catori taught them. They remember learning how to close rifts. What is specific to Catori that Catori teaching them will get this sealed?
They have to make sure that when they're stitching, they stitch a little bit past the seam of the rift so that it doesn't tear free when they're tightening it back up to tie it off. So they're not giving enough like real world material around it before they tighten it up.
Like a little bit of the real world needs to be sacrificed for it.
Unfortunately, that's just sort of you have to pay a price to stitch them shut, unless unless you want it to tear back open at another point in time.
Absolutely. I think like canonically it makes sense that Seth being more empathetic than Vatna was trying to give a little bit. I was trying to make sure we lost less reality to close this. Does that sound all right, Seth?
That sounds perfect.
All right. So then you guys just got it right. Like it eventually starts to close, and you guys managed to seal it up nice and tight, and then the reality goes back to. Okay, here's your tough choice for Seth and Vatna. When you close this back up, is this the best diner or is it Swampfoot?
I I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna let fate vote.
We
I-
remember Swampfoot.
Yeah, you remember that you were told that this place was Swampfoot first.
I think it should stay Swampfoot.
The food's gonna be so gross.
Listen, we have Krieg's at Market Square.
True.
And the locals seem to like Swamp. The king likes Swampfoot. Reedy would hate it if his favorite diner got shut down or rebranded.
All right.
I rolled a 19 in case anybody was wondering what I just did. Hey, Seth and Vatna, what do you remember Catori doing for you now? Like, what specifically? What lesson do you remember happening?
There were a couple. Vatna never went through Lock Stitch Academy, so he never was in a class or class with Tori. But he remembers a couple pointers here and there from her. When Vatna was just kind of self-taught in the means of rift stitching.
Oh, it's called Stitchcraft.
Stitchcraft.
I wasn't very good at it, but Catori still stood by me the entire time. Never made fun of me, even though I failed.
Hey, you were there when they had that big old like when Talali like petrified 1,000 red caps. That was a good one. Like, and Ceylon, you never forgot Catori. So like, I
But
think. Go ahead, explain.
I did notice, like, what was that? Like, and like, girl, real talk, and like facing Catori, like what was that? Because like normally them around is such a boost and how well they resonate with others. And so it's just like, real talk, like I've noticed others aren't resonating with you like they used to. And just now, like Seth and Vatna, in fact, do like more again. And so it's even more apparent. And it's just, what's new? What's happening? What changed?
As Vatna's expression when he gets that memory is just like a happy little perk up as he looks to Catori. He's like, "You were there, weren't you? You were
Is
there."
Catori's plate still chicken and mashed potatoes?
What would be the perfect thing for that plate to be?
Oh God. From a place called Swampfoot.
Oh yeah, okay. No, oh god, it's from Swampfoot. That's right. No,
Yeah.
we set it back. Let me. Okay, get ready. I'm reading you Swampfoot's menu, guys. The
Oh, God.
Swampfoot dinner menu: appetizers, croak and cheese platter, a delightful combination of crispy frog legs served with selection of local cheeses and tangy dipping sauce. We got tadpole tempura, lily pad bruschetta. We got bog stew, amphibian Caesar salad. We got the leaping lizard burger, sizzling serpent skewers, slimy seafood gumbo, grilled salamander steak. That's terrible. I don't like that being here. The salamanders are people.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
God.
tadpoles are people
They
too.
were
This
people.
is.
This is
Ugh.
not ethically sourced.
Yep.
This is why I got water, guys.
Okay, well, obviously it has been, her plate has
Frog
been
legs
changed.
creme brulee.
Oh, God.
Sticky tongue toffee pudding.
Sticky
No.
tongue?
Mm-mm. So she notices that her plate is obviously not what it used to be.
Yeah.
We're not even going to try to identify what it is. And she sort of just like throws it down, but that kind of snaps her out of like her shoveling down situation. And so Ceylon really asked her those questions, like, what's up? And Catori's just like, I don't even know. I don't know who I am anymore, and everyone else has forgotten me too. And she just like pushes the plate out of the way. She's like completely disgusted with like probably frog legs. I'm gonna assume with like tadpole garnishes or something. I don't know. It's absolutely gross. So she's like, no thanks. And she's just like, I don't even know anymore. I can't do this.
What
Ceylon, like,
happened to cause everyone to forget?
indeed. And Ceylon sits down and extends their hand out for Catori, and like for me, it feels like several threads of your proverbial grand tapestry. Like once we hold hands and kind of commune a little, those things that were connected to you, perhaps they were pulled out, and that's weakening the area around you. Like you don't resonate with others, and that's how like Ceylon feels it and sees it. Because that built Ceylon's clout, and I can feel my clout. Like I've just lost a bunch of followers. Like internally looking at me, and it's just like, and I've had to pick up the slack with the community. But how does it feel like for you?
So out of character though, does Catori really know that it's because it's as a result of the choice that she made?
Absolutely. I think Catori
Okay.
knows. Like, I think in character, Catori knows that she made that sacrifice of people remembering her so that the people who have already, that exist now, don't stop existing. Like, you gave up your past for these people, for this world, because you would have changed the world completely if you wanted it to go back.
So I guess that's what I would just tell Ceylon. And just tell her that I've been grappling with it for I don't know how time passes. Time in real life is also very confusing to me. Like, what is it? But at the time in game, I don't know how long she's been grappling with it. But she'll just say for this whole time, I have been, and I know the choice I made was the right choice. I just can't come to terms with it.
Oh no. You do sound different, but and yet the same. What about your work? Have you tried to channel these feelings into your life's work?
What's the point? Rifts are gone.
No, are they? I mean, we just experienced a little something, and it just perhaps there's something to look forward to, something that can fit in for you. We'll find
I
it.
I think in the way of a Saturday morning cartoon right now, Catori's anomaly detector starts going off like crazy.
Fantastic.
So we
There's
still
an
need to deal
anomaly,
with-
Ootnaboot.
We still need to deal with that? Thought we just did.
And it's just like, if it's like the Dragon Ball Scouter style, as I keep imagining it, like the emote that we have, it's just like you see hundreds of anomalies all around you.
Oh god, the celebratory drugs are taking effect. We have to get out there.
Tori, my sweet, there is no one I know more brave and caring than you. You still ring true, and if I know you well, you've still got fight in you. So let's go fight.
Well, we
we head
can't
out,
sit here and stare at whatever this is, so let's go.
What? Piss that. I'm
go.
glad I didn't touch that.
I'm gonna
I
grab
mean-
Tori's hand right now. Thank you for being one of the few people who had faith in me, and I'm so sorry I forgot.
Aw.
Now let's go kick some ass. Some nightmares.
Always. Yeah, let's go.
Brava.
All right. All right. So you guys like run outside. No, you guys are in front of the diner, not there. They're both colorful. So you guys run outside, and it is again back to Swampfoot instead of the best diner. And you guys are hearing alarms going off everywhere, like people screaming, and just like you guys feel it too. Everything is wrong. It's like you are super tense, like you're getting ready for a jump scare. All four of you are.
Tense. Tense like when the type of tense that Sal was exuding when he was getting angry.
Kind of like that. Yeah. Yes. That. Yes.
So does that mean that like the windows of that restaurant that we just left, for example, are they vibrating? Like
Yeah,
the
you
glasses
know what?
from the restaurant?
Yeah, they could definitely be vibrating. Ceylon and Seth more than Ceylon because no, both of you. There's a resonance to this. That you two can feel. Can you both give me a 20-sider? Absolutely. All right. Seth, you both rolled success, so here it is for both of you, and you can tell me like what it sounds like. You know how like hearing vibrating through your bones instead of like hearing it. You know how that's supposed to be. You can the second you put your palms to this window, it stops being just like random vibration, and you can feel it like moving through you. And it is a frequency that you can like pull your hand away immediately if you think that would be the thing, or you could tough it out, either one. It is showing you your nightmares. Like you're ready for it, you're braced for it, because you guys both rolled a success, but you are seeing nightmares. Like this is the resonance of nightmares.
I'm going to jerk back initially because that is probably that is the worst thing I can imagine.
I mean, Katori's gonna turn to Seth and say, "What did you see?"
Just getting lost.
Um,
Literally nothing.
Oh.
Vatna, that knife in your pocket is vibrating slightly as well. Oh, I'm sorry, Ceylon, you were saying something.
I am not letting go. It calls to me, the nightmare itself, and yeah, and like most likely I'll kind of tap into like some lullaby feelings, but like I don't know if I necessarily wanted to act next on it. I was gonna wait for other people.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. I will lullaby to combat the nightmare that already just faced. And now prepared a little bit more. I will lullaby with for myself, I suppose, and begin that.
What does lullaby say? I'm sorry. Let me.
Oh,
Oh no. Okay. I thought you were doing like I thought folk song was lullaby, but no.
Sleep has lullaby in it. Like it is a brief lullaby. That's so that may. I mean, I know that's more like for others, but to calm myself down.
Okay, you just want to calm yourself. That's fine. You don't need to roll
Yeah.
or anything for that. Like, you can calm yourself down. Absolutely. But that is okay.
Oh, sorry.
So, Maestra, do you think you can repeat your party trick on a grander scale? I could help with that.
I don't know if you can help with that. Do you recall the first lullaby I taught you? Like what happened?
Yes, I called to the void and it did not answer. Just like tonight. It did not win.
But I need to be taking more of your lead, my muse, and so yes, we certainly can try again.
So yeah, as Ceylon is singing her lullaby, I just want to like take her hand and use Aura's silvery broadcast to broadcast that across the city, help everyone else calm down.
Yeah, give me a 20 setter.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh,
that's a vote for Bobber.
Oh boy,
exactly like music lesson number 1,
Oh, boy.
where you like called to the void and it didn't answer, but here you are being like, "Yo, void, you up? Yeah, it's up. What are you? That's exactly what the fucking perfect. Great. My greatest fear. Awesome. 10 out of 10. I'm a great teacher. Cool. She starts rocking in the cradle of the deep.
Huh.
Can't teach a dog new tricks. You just can't.
Hold on.
Anytime the void is involved.
What just happened?
Can I fix that?
We can't change natural ones.
I have a card though.
What's the card?
Twist of Fate.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's gotta be. You know what? No, I like that. Canonically, in story, that makes a lot of sense. Absolutely.
Hey,
I will take it.
I did the thing.
Maestra, you're yelling off key.
It's not me.
You're making me nervous.
Oh, you're making me nervous.
That's you.
Catori, how did you fix it?
Like,
you see for a moment, like as like the song is going out there, you see every individual you see every individual nightmare that everybody is having. You see it in the sky, and like Ceylon singing, Ceylon has like cannot stop it. The void has gotten her like power. Like you see Ceylon's nightmare of being unable to stop herself is
like,
happening
glowing.
right there as well.
Crystals, they're popping off. No, it's Like, this is it, boys.
So am I stopping her from singing, or am I helping it become a success?
How are you changing reality right
Oh.
now? Like, what are you doing that's turning all of these nightmares into pleasant dreams? And what standard pleasant dream are you like embroidering onto the pattern? What are you stitching over this void?
Freshly baked cookies.
Yeah, Vatna's just
And
hangry right now.
and like mom's home cooked meals and like that vibe.
Everybody in the chat, if you didn't have, like, if you were low on HP, like, you're healed. Like, you guys are just like have the most comforting feeling of being full of whatever the perfect food for you right there was. Not just specifically the most perfect food, like comfort food. And like you feel the city calm down, and like Ceylon, that particular call of the void won't get you anymore. You're over that. You are over that nightmare.
That's wild. But I do think that fits right in with like Catori being so caring and like while I was like singing the lullaby, I think they're the ones who like caringly rocks the cradle while I was in the deep. And I think that connection of just like girl talk, like real talk, and that just your friendship is so much, and thank you. Like you brought it back from the edge.
Vatna and Seth, can I both get you? Oh, sorry. If you had something to say, go ahead.
Nope, just hearts. Okay, bye.
Kisses.
I swear I thought you said farts.
I mean that
And
too.
kisses.
Vatna and Seth, can I get you guys to roll me a 20-sider?
Yes, I do want to see, since this is starting to become a bit of a chorus, if I could add on to it after I roll. Jesus Christ.
Twist of Fate's still up. That is still a 20.
Oh, bless you.
But that is another vote for Bobbert.
Perfect 19.
The one becoming a 20 and the 19 becoming a 20.
I'm accepting no change to that roll.
Yeah, you don't even need it. You guys are fucking solid here. Oh yeah, because we don't want to fuck with a natural weapon, so. All right. So, Seth, how is it when you add your voice to the chorus? When you add your resonance, how do you pinpoint like the most danger that people are in right now? Like, because everybody all of a sudden started having pleasant dreams, but that didn't, like, there are definitely houses on fire because people dream of fire. You know what I mean?
Well, they need to get their minds off of the bad to put their minds on the good, as I'm always told in real life. I'm gonna cast Echoes of Creation, if I'm allowed. And that allows me to hum a reverberating melody, summoning wisps from the Ages of Creation. I'll just post the whole thing. So it is actually sound as well, so it's humming along with it, the singing, and it brings up all these little pretty bee lights, and if you want the plants to grow too, it'll allow flowers. So it allows more of a distraction to not think of the negatives, but allows positive thoughts, just good vibes, which we use a lot. We use that word a lot.
Do the bees and stuff, like the lights, do they locate people in trouble?
According to the... Yes, they do.
Absolutely. So, give me three disasters that are happening in the city right now that we can send a crew to help.
Well, you already stated a fire, so we'll stick with a fire, an orphanage fire.
How many orphanages are in this game?
There's at least 4.
be a better.
Is it run by nuns of Beezus?
It's run by orphans.
Oh, God!
For orphans by
Child
orphans, of
labor.
course.
Fucking unionize this bitch for orphans by orphans. We don't cross those picket lines.
Oh,
You got parents? Get fucked.
I'm trying to think of like a really,
Parents?
really, really bad disaster.
What happened to these kids?
Their parents died. They're orphans.
Their parents are
Yeah,
cops.
this is all right. So, all right. So
We've got one with that. How about I don't want to target a character because that's a little messed up. But how about we got a fire. We've got oh god, I can only think of fires now. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Lightning, a lightning storm, a little bit of a magical electric storm centered around. Is there a Kriegs at Market Square here? There's Kriegs at Market Square everywhere.
Sure.
Yeah, and Sal got angrier because he just realized he didn't have enough food.
Just angry.
And like when he
So-
went
Oh.
grocery shopping, he only got healthy food. So now he's just in the house. He's got no snacks.
Yeah.
He's got no potato chips. He's just raging.
I call these hap bees. HAPPBEE.
Happy meal.
So, and with Vatna's success, Vatna, you've been looking for it for days now. Like, you've been keeping your eye out. You see a loose thread. It is turning around the corner, and you can. There is a truck, and because you rolled a 19 and like Seth rolled a 20, so I'm just gonna give it to you. It is a truck being driven by some flamingos, and there's like an ethereal thread peeking out the back of it.
I just want to try and grab onto it. Run and grab onto it and start bumper surfing.
Should Catori give him like an alley oop so that
Oh, I'm
Catches
always here
up.
for an alley oop for sure. All right, both you guys give me a 20 sided. Let's see how you catch it.
Oops, hold on, I almost typed it wrong.
So tough choice. But Catori got the success, so like yeah, Vanna, you wouldn't have made it without Catori like coming up behind you and like giving you a toss. What's that look like?
Yeah, I think Catori just like does the like cupped hands thing. I take her cue and just like step up and launch myself off her hands.
Solid. All right. So let me just move this. All right. So yeah, you are on the back of this car, of this or just dangling off. But like it is driving through the city, and you see people just like kind of waking up all around the city, like coming to after what the weirdness that had just happened. But yeah, you are dragging that. You are being dragged through the city, holding on to a thread that I think only you and Catori can see.
Is this attached to this? Is this car made of no metal?
No. This car is definitely not made of no metal.
Okay.
So we know where Vatna is, skiing down the streets of Dyad, being dragged by a truck. How are you three keeping up? Or what are you three doing and instead of keeping up? Either one is fine with me.
I mean, I just launched someone onto a truck, so I feel like I should be chasing. Catori should be chasing after trying to keep up with the truck. but also probably not in an obvious way. So maybe doing that thing like in typical television shows where you're like running down back alleyways and you're ducking in behind cars and stuff so that you're not seen in the rearview mirror, but trying to keep up and make sure Vatna is not in trouble.
How fast is this truck going? And how big is Ceylon?
Whoa. I've been working on my cardio. Thank you.
I have a back alley map planned out just for this specific Catori running through the back alley scene.
You know me. You know my soul.
Real quick, Catori, can you give me that 20-sider?
Oh, buddy. I mean, you know I can, but is it gonna be a good one? Oh,
Yeah, 16 for sure. You managed to cut it off. Like, you can, like it's gonna keep going, but you are in front of it. Like, you could do whatever you want right now to it. Like, jump on it, hit it. I don't know what Catori does to trucks.
I see that there are flamingos in the
Oh yeah,
cab.
you see flamingos, and they're like, eyes are wide at the fact that you are not that you are conscious. They are definitely freaking out, and they are driving incredibly recklessly. Seth, to answer your question, they are fucking just flying down the street. They have crashed into so many crates of oranges.
Oh, at least they're not lemons. Okay, I'm going
They're
Quetzalcoatlus.
sabotaging the oranges, though.
I'm going Quetzalcoatlus as fast as I can transform and picking up Ceylon. We're gonna chase that thing.
Right. And let's real quick finish what's Catori doing to this. That was just me explaining how fast it was going. But yeah, cool.
Yeah, so I guess I'm out in front of it, so I'm just gonna whip around and I'm gonna make them stop. By shouting, "Oh no, someone help! I misplaced my baby. I don't know. My orphan."
You could try that. I don't think it's gonna work.
I mean, if they
But-
don't stop, she'll just punch the front of the truck. I mean,
I think
goes
that
straight for violence.
they are going to just keep going. Like, if you had like the mock like baby carriage out, they will have hit it.
Oh man.
Jeez.
And like, you are looking at the passenger side door. That's where they're at right now.
Oh, okay. So I'm not like out in front of the truck.
You could have been out in front, but they will just keep going.
But if I punch through and like,
oh, you punching the engine block?
Yeah, a little pop a hole in the radiator. That thing ain't gonna go too far.
I am here for whatever this roll is.
Okay.
Do you have like what fighter moves do you have? I know Catori's strong.
I could just smash it, just like a normal attack. Smash it with my caber.
Yeah, I'm down for either the punch or the caber. I just know that this is risky even for Catori, but I'm here for it. It feels in character.
I don't want Vatna to get hurt. Hold on, I gotta go back to chat now so I can type this in. Oops. There we go. Ah, fuck.
That's a 2. Where did we land on that? If a die gets changed, it goes with Twist of Fate. Where did we land on that? See, that's where I thought we landed on it. Hey, Vatna, Ceylon, and Seth, how did you three like change this into a natural 20? Like, what did you three do? Where like Catori is gonna destroy the front of this truck. Just fucking wreck it. But there is a universe where she didn't. There is a universe where this truck ran Catori the hell over.
Like I got a direct hold on the thread of this thing. So I think if I just do like a little, like a whip down the length of it to like change the path of where that thread was headed.
You know, and if this like all right, so you guys tell me if this sounds cool, because I think it sounds cool. What if when you whip it, that's when Seth and Ceylon like come around, like because like Seth is like in his hound form, like what's the form called? I'm sorry, one more time.
This is I turned into a Quetzalcoatlus. This is like.
Oh, okay. All right, so you are like
I
yeah.
had
So
used AP for this one, so yeah, I had used AP for this one. We needed to fly.
okay, so you two see it, like you see from above, Catori like lining up to punch this this truck. You see Vatna like behind it holding like you can't see what he's holding onto it until he whips it. And then you guys both see a thread and for a second you realize what's going on. And like I want the thread to look like a sound wave. You know what I mean?
Sick.
Like a sine wave?
Yeah, like a sine wave. And Ceylon and Seth have to correct the pitch perfectly. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like with their calls or like with the sending of resonance. And then just like right then you guys lock in the reality that Catori annihilated this truck.
That's awesome. Yes.
Teamwork.
B word.
I don't want to do too much like narrating because I want you guys to have cool things, but I just think that scene is very cool.
Canon.
It is what it is now. Got it.
So yeah, this truck gets fucking imploded. Catori, were you trying to kill the flamingos, or were you like just aiming to wound?
I was trying to, wound at the most, like
Okay.
so that we could possibly question them. But I know how well questioning flamingos went last time. But give it a stab, give it a punch.
Absolutely. Let me put Seth and Twy in this. Sorry, I deleted them out. I thought I put them as the GM layer, and that's just me. Okay, yeah. So like, that truck has ceased to be, for the record. Well, I mean, it's still like
intact?
scrap metal. What's that?
Is it intact?
Yeah, I think the back is still fine, and it's still closed. The back of it's still closed.
Mm-hmm. Well, still holding on to this thread because I don't want to just let this thing go. Who knows when I'll get another chance. I want to open the back of the truck, see what's.
Absolutely. Give me 1 second. I thought I made this token earlier, and I did not.
While doing it, just take a little nibble off the end of it.
Still
hungry.
Yeah, absolutely. So
I haven't eaten tonight.
You get the sense of a night, like you can taste the nightmare. I'm not saying that you're terrified of it. I'm saying that you know that this reality was supposed to be a nightmare. Let me put the thing that you were looking at. Right. But
how many flamingos survived?
There are 2.
Okay.
This thing was in the back of it. It is humming in a very strange way. That definitely puts Ceylon and Seth's teeth on edge.
Oof.
And oh, go ahead. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Is there
it's
an
just it's really
obvious
weird.
off switch? I don't
I
want to touch
don't.
it, but it's, on first glance, is there a big on-off button?
No, there's no like big on-off button. Like
And-
it's. Oh, go ahead.
How large is it in comparison to the size of the truck, and who all can see it besides Vatna?
It takes up the entire back of the truck. So if it was like a U-Haul, this thing's real big. Like it's like a U-Haul size truck. So yeah, like one of those old computers, like the really old ones.
What's it run off of? What's its power source?
Oh, we know the answer to that one.
Mhm. Tap on the glass a little
Windows
bit.
97.
Hello in there.
I think this is like the time. It doesn't work on this one, Vatna, and sorry, really loud motorcycle. I think Vatna would actually be able to figure out that because this mana battery is in use, they won't respond to you.
Okay.
So this machine is on and actively using the mana battery.
Take a step away, let everyone else take a look at it.
I'm gonna talk to the guys telepathically. Is it safe to just flat out destroy this?
I,
Definitely an
I'd rather not, if only to keep it as evidence. Eyeing the flamingos.
Catori's
they
got
can be-
both flamingos in a headlock. Like, before. Because headlocks are her go-to.
I'm just gonna give Catori a smile.
Let's at least unplug it. Like, gonna try to, like, I guess, unhook the battery part of it. That way. Or is it, like, inside?
Oh, I mean, it could be. They could be fictionally wherever you want it to be. Go ahead. We can like.
I'm gonna set Ceylon down. I probably should do that.
Okay, fine. I was getting pretty comfy. Doing a little roost.
You know what, Ceylon? Go ahead and just give me a 20-sider.
Ah.
Look at that, 17. So Ceylon, you recognize this machine. This takes a lot of your technology. You and Akana's. This is basically your design for like taking in radio transmissions through crystals. But you look, and these are not normal crystals. They are accepting the resonance of dream crystals. Like somebody is activating it.
I bet you it is like Bobbert and Flamingos because like they had communicators as well because like Lore kept using and I know it's like a little spy tech kind of anyways that's okay, copycats everywhere. That's it. We really need to get Krieg elected so we can have better IP laws and trademarks. This is very frustrating every time and I'm just frustrated as ever, opening up the bottom of the hatch, picking up everything and revealing kind of like the battery and the hookups and being like red wire, blue wire situation and cutting off the right one.
While she's doing that, I'm following the lead of the nightmare thread. Where's that nightmare coming from?
It's one of the crystals. The biggest crystal inside of it that is directly hooked up to a mana battery. And that is what is happening.
You know what happens when we break those?
I think we only broke one, and canonically it ended the nightmare.
Well, let's break this one then. I'm so happy that we already broke the bounty. We're breaking a lot of shit tonight.
Can we use it?
If I can just like Oh, I know. Instead of breaking it, can I just like get Seth's help to help unravel it?
Could that work?
It's,
I
if they can
don't.
see the thread, then
I don't think we can I don't think we're there in the story yet.
okay. So just kind of like the thread, kind of just like
Like right now, the thread is
slips
ethereal,
out,
and yeah,
slips out of Vatna's hands. He's held on to it long enough. It's started to dissipate. It's like, yes, I think we should break this, or at the very least, remove the power so that it doesn't resonate.
I could.
It resonates
crush it
on
with
its
my
own,
boot.
doesn't it?
the crystals do. All the crystals do. Dream crystals, especially, they all resonate on their own. The mana battery just amps it up. And I think with like Ceylon's successful roll, you guys can see some like tuning forks on the top here, and that is what's like they're resonating all of the dream crystals in the city at the same time. They were driving around activating all the nightmares.
Jeez.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait.
This is just flat out stolen.
But it's just like finally putting it together of like, so flamingos are the bad guys? Like it's just
One of the flamingos under Catori's arm is just like, well, that's subjective.
I'm
who do
going.
you
No,
work
it's
for?
not.
I'm gonna take that tuning fork off. We need to stop this resonation between the machines.
But I mean, it's evidence, and we were here. Like, we literally just left a talk, like a peace talk with Reedi, and Reedi didn't move on like an Elizabeth relationship. And I don't truly know much about Elizabeth in general, but like, I know they're connected to Bobbert, and I know Bobbert be stealing my tech like early days. So why wouldn't they continue? This is evidence.
I have an idea. I'm gonna switch back into my normal form so I could speak to everybody. What you guys want to like actually grill them? Because I can grill them.
And I could go for some bird because my last bird was actually frog, so let's go.
I
Yeah.
have no experience talking to prisoners. Someone
Uh,
else do it.
Punching
would
them in the
like-
face helps, Vatna. Do you wanna go? Like, and
I-
she presents one of the flamingos to Vatna.
This seems unnecessary.
I
got my
have-
nails
I have
done for a
compel.
party later. So
They do look really nice.
They do.
I can use compel. Compel truth as an invoker ability. Which
sure.
which of these two flamingos looks like they know more?
I think they're both equally aware.
All right, I'll pick the one on the right, and I'm gonna cast it. Costs 1 AP, so I gotta roll 20. Oh God, please don't be a bad number. All right, 11 to 19. The target is compelled to answer 3 questions. True. Wait, 6. Wait, what did I get? 13. Yeah. The target is compelled to answer 3 questions truthfully.
Yeah, sure, hit me.
I look to the others if they have any questions that they think are most important before I ask one. Okay, that's silence. So go ahead.
Yeah, all you.
Yeah.
Who are you directly working for?
My direct manager is him. He's the driver. I just unload.
Catori, can you twist a little bit of their wings?
Yeah, I just like give a squeeze with my bicep. It's like,
Doesn't make the truth any less true.
you know what he was asking, Bird. Get your shit together.
Maybe
I'm under
broader
some kind of
question?
magical influence. I don't have like.
Give
I will
me.
match. You could have just
Stupidity
asked me
isn't magical.
non-magically. I would have probably told you the truth if you didn't if you just just asked me flat out. But now you guys want to go with magic and twisting my arm. I get it. It's cool. It's cool. I can blame the flamingos. We're just trying to make people's dreams come true.
You mean nightmares? Why were you told to do this and give me exact details?
I was told to keep the mana batteries going in the machine so that it would continue to set out the frequency. We were told to drive down this block and then this block and then this block and then this block and then this block.
I'll note all those down. Probably dream crystals there on those.
Oh, it's a hunt like Oh yeah, mark that down. You will notice that it never it does not go far into eastern Dyad. It stays primarily on the eastern side.
South side.
And reverse. It stays on the western side. It stays on Reedi's side.
Gotcha.
But we'll talk in a second. All right. That was his direct orders.
That was actually a good answer, though. It is very helpful.
Yeah.
Oh God, the third one. Shit.
We need something like a little more broader, something that'll stick.
Who is at the top?
Who is at the top of this? God, out of character. I'm forgetting the word. Who is at the
I
top?
feel like that's canon.
I know.
Like, of your group,
but yeah.
your organization. Where do you mean?
Of this organization.
Well, we can always ask again.
It's just like Elizabeth is who is in charge. It's just like, but this is now. Well, Reedi is in charge more than all. He supports this. It's like, I think you destroyed my truck, but like this is all in service to Dyad. You don't need to twist my arm.
I'm not even going to use an ability for this. You know what you're doing is really, really dangerous to people, right?
No.
Yeah.
That's like your opinion, man.
Do you
People
have
can
free
die.
Will? But with that, like, I think like you guys do start to hear like all of Dyad waking up, and like, oh, did you unplug it, Ceylon? No, we already changed the frequency, so that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because of what Catori did earlier with the switching the nightmares into like good dreams, this frequency is not a nightmare frequency right now, so we're good. What do you guys want to do with this machine?
I want to bring it to the whole crew. There are a lot of people that need to be involved with this. And definitely, if we can, bring it to Reedi's attention.
Yeah,
He's probably
I feel
asleep
like
by now.
I feel like that's more the priority now. Like, we are here, and like bringing it to Reedi's attention, like what it does, how it works, and how it was reversed. Like, I don't understand the logic of how what it was doing was good for his people. And like, he cares about his people, so he must be getting bad advice, yeah, I know him to be like such a great leader. He has all of my respect, and it just doesn't match.
What are we doing with the hostages?
I'm a hostage?
Yup.
It seems really I was just driving around. Well, I wasn't driving.
They are doing what they were told, and they truly believe what they did isn't wrong, but it's still wrong. We should take them with us.
How long have you existed?
What?
I've been here the whole time.
That is an incredibly deep question, Vatna.
Are you a dream? Staring right into his flamingo eye.
He's like, no? Are you asking me out? This is a little forward.
That is a little.
Can she let go of my arm?
Please don't let go of his arm.
Catori tightens her grip a little bit.
You are suspect.
I think that that is when like a group of security flamingos come.
Ah, crap.
around the corner.
Okay.
Now we gotta go.
I love that my one, like, I have one token called security, and it's just security flamingos.
We probably want to get out of here.
It's like, so, I think, so you guys are gonna grab this? Are you guys just gonna run, or are you gonna talk to the flamingo security?
I don't want to talk.
Oh, okay.
The truck is broken, though, right? Like
The truck is definitely broken.
Okay, yeah.
But we
I'm
could-
on foot. All right.
I'm pretty sure you guys could carry the machine. You're just fine.
Can Catori lift it? Like on her shoulder?
Absolutely.
Guns.
Okay.
Just
The crystal
guns.
big enough to be carried.
Guns.
I could be carried. Go ahead. I kind of like that.
Do you want to separate the crystal? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, if it can be if all of it can be carried, then that's fine.
Yeah, it can all be carried in one go.
Yes.
But so you guys like walk past where Reedi's like, because Reedi doesn't have so much a castle as just a hotel. And this one, same as Sal, has a tower instead of a castle. But as you walk past the gates of the hotel, it's all flamingos.
Hmm.
And like you do not miss the like look that they are like giving you right now, and they are well armed. And this does a really great job at setting up this month's games. So I think that is the end of Let's Go.
Let's go!
I have questions though.
Absolutely, hit me with your questions. I'm here for them. We should
What did we do?
actually have a Q&A afterwards.
Okay, what did we do about the orphanage that's on fire right now?
Yeah.
I am sure the crew put it out. I think I wasn't clear enough that I wanted like them to RP that. That's good. It's fine.
Okay, it's out. Okay,
That-
so
that
no
was
one
on
else.
me. I got stuck in you guys' storyline. I was enjoying it.
That's good.
I came
Oh.
here
This
for the
ended up being a
cardio.
game.
Like, right? Yeah. I was just, thought it was gonna be a light little cardio-filled romp, and yet, no,
It-
just pure community, pure love.
It was gonna be just a bunch of like flamingos in cars throwing grenades out the windows. But no.
friendship.
Family. So it's Fast and the Furious now.
Oh shit.
wait, Can I? So this is Baldman in cars.
We've already done a Fast and the Furious knockoff with
Flamingos
squirrels.
and Furious.
But I
With
wanted to be
squirrels.
Vin Diesel.
We already have a Vin Diesel. I just can't remember what he's named. It's really bad.
Dommy.
Oh, it is Dommy.
Oh god.
That makes me
Oh.
happy.
But yeah, you guys can have this machine, and like I was just right away because like the two officers, Mystician officers, are here. This is connected to dream crystals. Like it vibrates the same way as your communicators do, but only to dream crystals. And if you use mana batteries, it goes wide. Like you can tell. I think because Catori hangs out with Voice a lot, they would have heard about what Lullaby did in the Seasonings world. And Catori would even know that because she's been to the Seasoning world. She's been in that city. And so would Ceylon. When you're supposed to go to bed in that town, everybody goes to bed. Like the entire town is run on a soundtrack. Like there's working music that makes working easier. There's sleeping music that makes you fall asleep basically immediately.
Which I really just need in real life.
Right?
Yeah.
And during the game where we first went to the Lullaby in this world, the flamingos were stealing records from Lullaby. And like I'm pretty positive, like just like because you guys your characters would be able to put it together.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
So
Stealing the tech. Stealing tech.
I
They're
am
using-
worried about us taking this. Are we going to look like we're the thieves now, or
Doesn't matter.
okay?
We're
It's
the
my
Wander
IP.
crew is what we are.
Alright. So I'm gonna run a quick recap of this game. A lot of like really interpersonal stuff happened. So in the game Let's Go today, we saw that the tension between Elizabeth and Sal is growing like super thick, and like Elizabeth has Reedi's ear, and that's not going anywhere right away. But also it appears that the dream crystals are like activating anomalies around Dyad and in like real ways. I think once we research it, we'll be able to distinguish dream anomalies from anomalies, but right now, blanket statement. But Ceylon dealt with her nightmares head on, managed to like control the void, and Seth and Vatna were trying to seal up an anomaly, and just like they needed a little help from Catori, and Catori like pulling that like memory from I imagine like wherever you're stitching it, like getting it from, that's what's coming back. Sorry, I'm not making any sense.
Wherever you're stitching the memory from, that's where you're getting it back.
That's what I'm thinking around that kind of logic, is like how Catori's memory, people are remembering Catori. So every anomaly you guys fix is closer we get to everybody remembering Catori.
Okay, now what counts as fixing it?
I think choosing. Like, you chose that Swampfoot needed to be there because it was there. Like, you guys could have left it as the best diner, and like we would have had fun with that. But you chose the other one. So every time you guys make a choice to close an anomaly, to seal an anomaly, you start to remember Catori more and more. The more Stitchcraft we do, you know.
Because it's like repairing her great tapestry. Wow. Reality. What?
And yeah, they discovered that the flamingos have a machine that can influence everybody's dreams, and they were going hard tonight making people have nightmares and bad ones, but you guys shut that down. We don't know why they were doing it, and we're not sure why tonight, but based on the conversation between Sal and Elizabeth, we can assume that shit is popping off. And that sets up this entire month's game. Like, keep this in mind for the rest of the month. And with that, I would like to thank you guys for coming and playing this game. I had a lot of fun. On Wednesday, we are playing Tomb Squad, the sequel to Tomb Squad. Tomb Squad with a Vengeance. And that game's going to be ridiculous. So I hope everybody had fun, and I hope everybody can be there. Thank you guys.
It'll be a goddamn riot. I am 100%. So we're going to wrap up here. The finished schedule will be up tomorrow. I just got to like drag and drop everything to the calendar, and then it will be good to go. So we will see you all on Wednesday for Tomb Squad 2 Furious. Bye forever!
Tomb Squad 2 Furious, that's too good.
Good night, everyone!
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Say goodbye, everyone.
Night.
Well, one of you did, and I guess that counts.